Hi all, this is Allmighty and welcome to this video. So in this video we are back to the origins. So first of all I would like to apologize because the thing is, when I started this channel I started with the first video, which was how to checkmate with a queen. And the thing is, when I started learning chess, actually my father and my grandfather taught me how to play it, and then when I got into my chess club, the first thing that I learned there is actually how to checkmate with a queen in the endgame. And so I decided to make that as a first video, but yeah, maybe I should have started with this. So I've been getting some messages from viewers that maybe I should cover also for all the new people who actually want to learn how to play the game, how you can actually play it. So yeah, I'm going to make it a two-part series. First video talking about the chessboard, and in the second video I'm going to talk about how the pieces actually move and some special moves that you have in the game. So all the necessary stuff that you need to actually go and play the game with your friends or with somebody. So this is the chessboard, and this is actually the starting position. But okay, let's clear it first and let's start from the beginning. So here we have a clear board. A clear chessboard has 64 squares, and you have something like this. So you have 8 ranks. So this is the first rank and up until the 8th rank. And also you have 8 files. So you have the A file and you have the H file. So 8 ranks and 8 files, 8 numbers and 8 letters make in the end 64 squares. And you need numbers and letters in the end to produce the name of the square. So for example, this is G5, this is E6, C5, and so on. So why do we actually need the name of the squares in the chessboard? Why don't we just play with the 64 square? Well, this is actually used, for example, when players play in tournaments, and then they use the notation in order to write down the moves. So for example, that in the future you can maybe look at your game and see, okay, wow, what a nice game did I play. And yeah, so this is actually a way how we keep track of the games. We put them into the database, and then you can look and you can see all of these beautiful games of many players. And also if you know how to read notation, you can also see, and when you're reading the moves, you can also play them on your own chessboard. So okay, this is pretty much it for the name of the squares, and now let's move on to the pieces. First of all, in chess, let's start with the least valuable piece, which is the pawn. So the pawns, there are 8 of them, and okay, of course, 8 on both sides. So at the beginning of the chess game, you have for each piece there are the same amount also on white and on black side. So as we have 8 pawns on white side, we also have 8 pawns on black side. And the thing is, the pawns are the least valuable, so their value is actually 1. And on the white side they go on the 2nd rank, and on the black side they go on the 7th rank. And okay, let's move on. So the next piece by value is actually the knight, actually the knight and the bishop. But let's start with the knights. So knight goes on b1 and on g1 on white side, and on b8 and g8 on black side. So their value is actually 3. And also the value 3 goes with the bishops. We have one on c8 and f1, c1 and f1, and also on c8 and f8. So bishops and knights are actually considered to be of equal value, but as you will learn in chess, if you decide to play it, it all depends on the position. Next, let's move on. We have the rooks on a1 and h1 for white, and on a8 and h8 for black. So rooks are actually of value 5 and sometimes value 6, and the most powerful piece in the game by value is actually the queen. White goes on d1 and black goes on d8. And the thing about queens, when setting up the board, you should always remember to put your queen, if you're white, on the light square, and if you're black, on the dark square. So Sometimes you have situations where you have a board that is positioned so that in front of you you are white and you have the first and the second rank, then it's fine. But sometimes when you're, for example, playing with your friends, you play a game and then you want to play another game, and for example in this other game you are black and he is white, and in order not to flip the board, you keep it as is, but you have to remember to put the white queen on the light square and the dark queen on the dark square. I'm emphasizing this because I know as a beginner this was the most common mistake made by when setting up the chessboard. Okay, so as I've said, queen is valued at 10, and in the end we have a king, which is actually the most valuable piece in chess, but it doesn't have a value per se. A king is a piece that you want to defend. A king is a piece that actually you want to defend, and you don't want the opponent to checkmate your king in order, because then you would lose the game. So the main rule, let's say, in chess, and the main goal in chess is actually to checkmate your opponent's king. And okay, so more on that in the next video, but for this video to finalize, I would just want to say this is the initial position, and in this position white is first to move. And actually white can play only one move, so the chess game is played move by move. First white makes a move and then black makes a move. I'm also talking about this not just because I want to make this video longer, just because when I started playing chess, some people told me that actually white can play two moves if it's first, but that is incorrect. White is first to move in this position, and he needs to make only one move, and then black man makes one move and they exchange, and in the end, yeah, they start to play the game. So okay, this is it for this first video about the chessboard. Join me also in the next video where I'm going to talk about the pieces, how do they move, some special moves, and also what it means actually to checkmate and what it means to draw a chess game.